Action is underway at the final table of our Friday night free roll. It's a call from Ray with the suited ace-4. It's up to 70,000 to go from Painter with the ace-jack. Suited ace-4 for Ray. He'll get away from it. Folds around to the blinds. A call from Painter with the Jack-3 suited and Queen-9. For Alex, he's going to flop his 9. They check to the turn. King of Hearts on the turn. Scare card, but no problem for Alex. They do check to the river. The ace. Queen-9 is good for Alex. Check from Painter. And a check from Alex. They check it all the way down. Alex's 9's going to be good for 60,000 chips. A call from Jamie with ace-king at raise from Mike. 60. Oh, and Joe with ace-king as well is going to be all in. Painter's out of the way, as is Mike Reed. Seven deuce 3. A chop there for the two big slicks. Quite the prize pool tonight. Over $1,600 between the 4 payouts. A call from Levi now with the ace-9. Eight-7 on the button for Alex. He'll make the call, as will Mike Reed with the 8-4 suited. And Jack deuce for Ray in the big blind. He'll check. Going 4 ways to a flop. King 9 deuce, 2 hearts. The ace 9 currently in the lead. A good all-in from Levi. And no action for him. Not too bad. Take down a pot of 180,000. Up to 50,000 with the 6-9 suited in the hearts. 10-7 suited for Ray. He's actually going to make the call here. Very interesting set of hands here with this action pre-flop. 2 clubs on the flop, but one of them's the 9 of clubs, giving Mike Reed a pair. He's going to bet his pair. 50,000 to go. Got a quick call from Ray with his club draw. Ace does not help either of them. And check to the river. The king of spades. Mike Reed's 9 is good. And they check it down. He's going to show the 9 for 250,000 chips. Nice hand there from Mike Reed to extend his lead. Lots of suited holdings hitting the muck. And it looks like a walk. They're just going to give it over to Jamie, who did have the only ace around the table. As long as the best hand wins, right? Suited king for JJ under the gun. He likes the king deuce. He's going to make the call. All in from Joe with the ace-10 offsuit. 2 aces already hit the muck. Mike with a mystery hand, but he'll put it down. Now JJ in a tough position. Just the suited king. Just about as dry as it gets. The deuce kicker. He does get all in. There's 2.5 thousand difference. $10-7 deuce. Or 10-7-3 rather. 2 diamonds but no third. Joe is going to take it down. Great game from JJ tonight. It's great to see fresh faces on the live stream. Played a good game. Ran up quite the chip stack early on. He was a force to be reckoned with going into the end of registration. Ace 6 for Painter. He's going to reach for the calling chips. Pocket 7s for Alex. He's just going to make the call as well. Call from Levi with the Queen 10. Mike's in there with the Ace 5. And Joe checks the Jeremy Special 3-5 offsuit. Only spade for Mike, and he's got the big one. They check it to the turn. No spade just yet. The deuce of clubs. All the way around. And a second jack means that pocket 7s for Alex is actually good here. Joe looks like he's reaching for chips. They check it all the way around. Pocket 7s is going to be all she wrote. Another nice pot, especially for Alex on a little bit of a short stack there. Essentially a double up with the pocket 7s for him. Jack 10 for Alex. Connected, no suit. He's going to call the 20. Up to 60,000 for Mike Reed with the Ace 9. Queen Jack suited for Jamie. He's going to make the call. We're going heads up to the flop between Mike Reed and Jamie. 10, 5, 10. Ace high in the lead. A check and an all-in from Jamie. That's going to be good. A great move from Jamie there. Take down that pot. Mike Reed gets caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Great aggression there from Jamie. Jamie makes the call, as does Mike Reed. Alex going to check in the big blind with a mystery. Queen 8-10. Well, look at Mike Reed flopping the nuts. They check it around. 6 changes nothing. Bet a 50,000 from Alex. Just into the abyss, quickly called by Jack 9 for Mike Reed. The 4 still changes nothing. All in and a call. A great game from Alex tonight. But you cannot beat the runouts here at South Plains. Mike Reed, another big hand.
No small blind.
Got a cash game building up in the front of the South Plains Poker Complex. Should be pretty good action tonight. We had a killer game Wednesday night, one of the best we've ever had. The game's just getting bigger and brighter out here at South Plains. Ace deuce suited for Ray here under the gun. See what he opts to do. Blinds up to 15, 30, 30. Thinking it through, but the suited ace might be the best chance he has here. And all of it. Jamie gets out of the way with the dirty diaper. King Jack hits the muck. Pocket fours for Painter. It's hard for Painter to know that one of Ray's two hole cards is actually lower than his pocket pair. Looks like Mike Reed calls the big stack, looking to gamble with the 6-7 offsuit. It's a 50-50 flip to the flop. 6, 9, 10. No clubs. And the 6 is going to hold for Mike Reed. It's a great game from Ray tonight as well. Mike Reed cannot be stopped. Just short of 1 million in chips now. Nine deuce for Jamie. Ace 10 for Mike Reed. A little bit of a better hand to look down at. $85,000 to go. Ace deuce suited in the clubs. Hits the muck for Joe. King queen for Painter. He's looking to get some action here. Folding the fours last hand. He makes the call. King, queen for Mike Reed. Well, well, well. Pocket eights for Levi. It's going to be everything he's got. Ten, 9, 10, 2 clubs. $75,000 behind. Mike Reed or Mike shoves. Painter makes the call. Queen on the turn. 3 10s is gonna hold for Mike. With the ace 10. What a hand. He's going to eliminate Levi. A great game from Levi as well. Finally caught a little combo of cards and no good. Up against 2 king queens and the ace 10. Making quick work now of our final table. 5 players remaining. Top 4 get paid means we have reached the bubble. Only one of these players left at the table will walk away without a cash prize, but they have all received 1 point towards our WSOP Series. In the second half of the WSOP Series right now. $24 tournaments remaining after tonight. Plenty of time. All in from Joe with the ace-3 offsuit. King 10 for Jamie. He gets away from it. As does Mike. Joe's going to get one over on Mike there. Get him to fold the ace-9. Pick up some extra chips to play with. Any man's game here. We've seen what Mike Reed has done to the stacks, big and small. Doesn't matter. He's got way too many chips. Something tells me Joe won't shove this 3. $80,000 for Mike Reed with the King Jack offsuit. And Mike does not have anything to hold on to, so Mike Reed across the table will take it down. Extend that lead a little bit. Painter makes the call with the ace-5. Jack-7 suited sticks around. All in from Joe with the ace-10. Ace-5 up against the ace-10. Painter needs to find a 5 or some very small number cards. Ace, deuce, king. 1 spade would also do it. No spade to come. The king on the board. Running 8s means they're going to chop it up. Call from Mike. He's got another mystery hand. Queen-9 suited for Joe. He'll stick around, and Painter checks the Jack-3 offsuit. 4-7 deuce. 2 hearts out there. All in from Painter. Mike gets out of the way, as does Joe. Painter's going to take it down the flop. Make a bit of a move there. The Jack-3. Joe with ace-queen. See how he opts to play this. 60,000 to go. Mike Reed makes the call. 9-3 offsuit from the big blind, so been getting half price. Check and a quick shove from Joe. Means that Joe's going to take down the pot, and look at Joe now up to 400,000. Suited ace now for Mike. Up to 60,000 to start us off under the gun. Mike Reed makes a call with the suited king. Heads up, a battle of the mics. 4, 9, 7, 2 clubs. Mike on the club draw. Mike Reed checks it over to him. The bet of 60 is going to be good. Mike Reed does not want any part. Nosebleed stakes during the latter hands of our Wednesday and Friday night free roll. Queen Jack for Joe. Just going to be the limp here. Jack 10's going to limp as well. Jamie with 6-5. He'll get in there while it's cheap. And a check from the big blind. Queen, Jack, 4. 2 spades. Top 2 for Joe. He checks it over to Mike Reed. A bet of 50,000 is going to look real nice for Joe right about now. He's just going to shove now. And nothing for Mike Reed to hold on to. Just that second pair. Joe's starting to really make a run for this final table. A raise to 60 for Mike Reed with the ace-queen. Call, queen 7 suited from Joe. Heads up to the flop. And a queen, queen 7 on the flop, 2 hearts. Joe checks. A bet of 75,000 from Mike Reed. Joe could shove all in here again. Oh, he does. And a call. What a sick position Mike Reed's in. Mike Reed needs to see an ace. It's 4 hearts on the turn. And the 8 of diamonds on the river. Great move from Joe. He did the exact same actions last hand they were in. Funny enough, the same thing had happened. Of course, he didn't get the caller the first time he flopped the 2 pair over Mike Reed's pair, but he sure got the caller this time. Ace queen flops the queen up against the queen 7. What a sick situation. And we said that Joe had started to run away with it before. Now he's really trouble. Each one of those pink rectangles, 25,000 chips. The orange rectangles, 50,000 chips each. Mike Reed with the 10-8 offsuit. Not looking to gamble anymore. Joe in the small blind. Up to 60. And a fold from Painter. 9 deuce. Not much for Painter to hold on to. We are up to 20, 40, 40. 100,000 chips in the middle. pre-flop. That's minimum. It'll have to be 120 if we actually see a flop. Ace-9 suited for Jamie. It's everything he's got. And he gets no action. Nice spot for Jamie to find those new big antes out there. Especially now that he's got to pay himself. You hate to give up the chips right after you get them, but at least you just got those chips, and it's not the ones you were just looking down at last hand, pre-flop. I think it's rather rude of him to talk down on 4-5 offsuit in the presence of Mike Reed, who made the call with the 6-7 just 15 minutes ago. I would never talk down on Mike Reed in such a way. Maybe it's a bit of a feud over the fact that they share a name. I could see that. Not enough room in this world for all these mics. Queen. Jamie's all in with a mystery hand. Oh, Mike Reed with top pair. He makes the call. Let's see what that 4-5 suited. Not gonna hold, sadly. That means we are down to 4. Big congratulations to our final 4 who have earned themselves a spot in the money. 150 guaranteed to 4th place, 280 to 3rd, 450 to 2nd, and 800 to 1st. Call from Mike Reed with the Queen 8. Call from Mike with the 7-6 suited. And a check from Joe with the 9-4 offsuit. Looks like we may have missed something there on the flop. $100 from Mike Reed, who turns the queen. And a call from Mike, who needs a club on the river. The deuce of diamonds on the river. They check it down. The pair of queens good for Mike Reed. Even though 4 to the straight on the board, 2 clubs out there could have gotten very scary. Painter heads up with Mike Reed, King 5 against the Queen 9. Flop is Ace 8-8. Painter is in for all of it. Mike Reed's going to have to lay it down. Painter's going to get a nice chip up there on the scary flop. The bet from Painter is going to be good for the fold from Mike Reed.
You all in, you said?
All in and a call. Pocket jacks against pocket sevens. I guess Painter may not have made the call yet with the pocket sevens. See it really hard for him not to. But Mike Reed has him crushed. He's stacking all the chips up, and he makes the call. Painter's going to need to find a 7 here. He is at risk. He says the 7's coming anyways. 3 ace 5. Clean on the flop for Mike Reed. Clean to the turn. And through the river. Jacks are going to hold for Mike Reed. A great game from Painter. Congratulations on 4th place and $150. But the final 3 have earned themselves a jump in points in our WSOP series. 2 points to 3rd, 3 to 2nd, and 5 to 1st. 2 points guaranteed to each of these players still remaining, as well as $250. A call from Mike Reed. Looks like an all-in from Mike with 10-6 suited. Joe makes a call with 6-5 offsuit. Mike's coming along. He's got king-queen, of course. Mike wants to see diamonds. They check all the way to the river.
You got it all back, Mikey. He got up close to 600, I think.
Just like that, we are heads up.
One thing, I got the air conditioner on, I think. You don't want air conditioner. What? You don't want the air conditioner. No.
First hand, a heads up. Ace-6 from Mike Reed. He makes the call. 7-deuce-3 on the flop. Bet of 40 and a call. The ace on the turn means Mike Reed's good. Bet of 70 on the turn is going to induce a fold from Joe. Mike Reed's been running the table the whole night. Great game from Mike. It was great to see him out. Haven't seen him out in a little bit. Nice to see him at the final table. Ace-8 offsuit for Joe. For Queen-7 on the flop. A bet from Joe and a quick fold from Mike Reed. Mike Reed calls with the 8-6. Joe raises it up to 80. And a quick call from Mike Reed going to the flop. King, Jack, 5, all hearts. Ace of hearts for Joe. He's going to check it over to Mike Reed. Mike Reed checks it back. Joe's looking for a bet there. Now 4 ways to the wheel as well. 100,000 from Joe and a quick fold from Mike Reed. Ace deuce for Joe, king deuce for Mike Reed. Ace deuce up against king deuce to the flop. Nine, 7, 7 rainbow. It's gonna be a bet for Mike Reed. Looks like Joe's looking for the raise here. He does. He makes it 120 to go, and it's a quick fold from Mike Reed. What an interesting action there. Just seems like a bluff, I suppose, from Mike Reed on that flop. But the fact that he's just barely got him notched with the ace deuce makes it all the better. We are up to 30, 60, 60 now. Especially heads up, these blinds are non-stop. They just shred your stack. It's going to be a call from Mike Reed with the king 4 offsuit. 4 deuce for Joe. He's going to check it. Ace, jack, 3, 2 clubs. Joe looking for a 5 for that wheel. It's the 6 on the turn. But he's going to bet 100,000 anyways. And it's enough for Mike Reed to muck his king 4. We're still just neck and neck here. Both these players looking to get 5 WSOP points early in this split. Put them in a good position come June when we're fighting to see the last few people who will be taking part in our WSOP satellite. A call from Joe with the suited jack and a check from Mike Reed. Ace, king, 7, 2 hearts. Joe on the second nut flush draw. The bet of 60 is all it's going to take. Mike Reed lays it down. Looks like we're chopping the money, 625 each, and flipping for the points. All in the blind, flipping for the WSOP points. Here we go.
Queen deuce, ace jack.
Queen deuce.
Ace is holding.
Ace jack is going to be good for Mike Reed. He'll take our 5 WSOP points.
What is it, 625 piece?
Yes. 625 per person. Joe's going to take 3 WSOP points. They played an incredible game tonight. Joe with a massive comeback. With that being said, thank you everybody for sticking along through the stream with us. We'll be back on Sunday night for sure with our Sunday night freeze out.